You said cold calls.
Yeah.
What do you cold call?
Most of our calls are not cold calls. Most of them are warm calls. They're people that have either found us and called and inquired, or have signed up to be on our newsletter, and we have an email, and we try to get a phone number too. It doesn't always work. Or they've come in for an introduction, or they've come to a free class, and we're following up with them. We have hundreds of people that have come in once and never come back. So most of our calls are warm, and then we're doing a lot of phone calls to existing customers and existing clients to ask them to invite them back, to ask them to send people, and it's never a sales call. It's always it's always, hey, we're here. And the funny thing is about these calls is we're always thanked for calling. There's never a ickiness or like, hey, stop calling. We would definitely not be where we are if we were not calling and being in communication with the people that we are.
And do you have a system for those calls? Like, do you have a certain number a day, a certain number a week, a month? How does that work?
We don't really have a true system in place. Like Andy's got to do 10 sales calls a day or whatever. But it becomes clear if we're not getting the introductions scheduled that we need to make more sales calls. So I start getting on the phone, and boom, all of a sudden, boom, this week, December's typically for personal training, the worst month of the year by far. Sometimes August is bad, but December is horrendous. And we have, in the first week of December, we have had 7 people come in brand new, and 6 out of the 7 signed up for packages, for signed commitments on the day they showed up.
Wow.
So we've had a really tremendous...
We still have more people scheduled later today.
Yeah, we have more people scheduled. I mean, we might be up to, who knows what we're up to later today. It's been kind of a crazy December. I don't know exactly what it is, but
So Becca's full-time. What does that mean? What else does she train?
She's a coach. She's a coach and office runner, office manager. So anything administrative that happens here, Becca does. Everything goes through Becca. And if it doesn't go through Becca, you're wrong.
It didn't happen.
Or it didn't happen. Yeah, you might as well. You're in the Twilight Zone. Well, our philosophy around coaching and running a CrossFit facility is everybody needs to know how to do everything. So everybody's job is sales, everybody's job is marketing, everybody's job is administration, everybody needs to know how to use the computer system, everybody needs to be able to pick up the phone and make a cold call, and everybody needs to be able to coach. We know that people will be better at one thing than another thing, and will naturally gravitate to that thing. Becca is incredibly organized and incredibly good at stuff in the office. I'm pretty good with enrollment and with sales, probably more so than Becca or Sil. So I do more of it. I do more intros. I do more, calling of students and calling of clients and getting to re-enroll and re-sign up. Sil, we're trying to figure out exactly where she fits in because she's brand new. She's only been here a month. So she's a great coach. She's been doing CrossFit for years. She's a no-brainer coach in the gym. We're trying to figure out kind of what the other things are, what the other elements are that are going to be her strengths. So we're really 2 people right now. Sil is working her way up. But we're really 2 people running this whole thing.
And do you pay all your trainers and everybody hourly, or is there incentives? Is it performance based?
We're working on our system. No, I prefer to work on salary and based on how well the business is doing, rather than commissions. I don't really want commission salespeople. We want the business to grow, and because we'd like to duplicate this business in another location. So we can only do that if we have enough revenue and enough people that this place kind of runs by itself.
Right.
And we can go open. And not only does it run by itself, but if I leave or Becca leaves, it doesn't go down. It needs to be able to stay where it is.